Morning students, so start 10th. Today we are going to study topic translocation from chapter 1. Translocation. It is a process in which organic materials are able to be transmuted from leaf to the roots of plants. So students, translocation actually is the process in which the organic materials, so students, here the organic materials represents starch, which are able to be transported from leaf to the roots of the plant. So students, it's very clear that the starch is transported from leaf to the roots of the plant, and this process is called as translocation. Initially, the starch is synthesized in leaf due to the process of photosynthesis. Students, we know very well that it is the process of photosynthesis which is responsible for the generation of starch in the leaf. So students, this concept we can understand with the help of this picture, where this leaf shows the generation of starch in it by the process of photosynthesis. Now students, the starch which is synthesized in the leaf is having very low concentration of water, so we can say it is very concentrated in nature. And because the starch is very concentrated, it is not able to move to the lower parts of the root and the shoot. Students, here in this slide we can notice that the starch, being highly concentrated, is not able to be transported. So students, the starch which is synthesized here in the leaf is not able to move to the lower parts of the root because it is highly concentrated. So students, water from the xylem enters into the phloem. Students, here in this picture, this part shows the xylem and this part shows the phloem. So students, as we know that phloem only conducts the starch, and starch is very concentrated, and that is why it cannot move. So the sac from the xylem is moving to the phloem, which further makes the starch diluted. So students, in this slide we can study the entry of water molecules takes place due to active transport. Students, we know that this is the xylem and this is the phloem. So students, the water from the xylem, you can see it is noted here, the water from the xylem is moving to the phloem by the expenditure of energy in the form of ATP. And students, such type of movement of molecules from xylem to phloem by the expenditure of ATP is called as the active transport. The organic material thus becomes less concentrated and increases in osmotic potential. So students, the movement of water from the xylem elements, as you can see in the picture, from the xylem to the phloem. So you can see here students, it's noted xylem, and here it has been notified phloem. So from the xylem the sap is moving to the phloem, and this is further making the starch in the leaf and phloem lesser concentrated, and as a result the osmotic potential increases. Since as the osmotic potential of the starch present in the phloem increases, so now the starch is able to move from the leaf to the lower parts of the plant. So students, because the water is being transported to the phloem by the expenditure of energy in the form of ATP, so this active transport makes the movement of the starch easy to move from the leaf to the top parts of the or the aerial parts of the plant. So students, if you concentrate in this picture, then you will be able to notice that there is presence of even companion cell which is present adjacent to the phloem. The companion cell further assists in the active transport of sucrose from the leaf to the lower parts of the roots. Students, if you will be able to concentrate here, then you can clearly see that the glucose molecule is getting transported from the leaf cells to the companion cell and further to the sieve tube. Students, sieve tube is the main part of the phloem which is known for the conduction of starch. So students, this actually is the sieve tube. Students, now let's discuss an important question. Who propounded the concept of mass flow hypothesis? It was propounded by scientist named Munch. Thank you, students.